Straight ahead tonight at 4, we are monitoring the progress made by fire crews on the Oregon Road and Gray fires. More than 1,000 personnel working these fires as we speak. We will have the latest from the fire lines, plus local communities and local businesses stepping up to help the families affected and the first responders who jumped into action. Dimitri Maragos will have that story in just a moment. But first, we are learning new details after a train hit a truck at a crossing in Spokane Valley. And a good Thursday afternoon to you. Thank you so much for tuning in to Nonstop Local at 4. I'm Corey Howard. We're going to do our best to gradually get back to some of the segments and stories that make the 4 o'clock show the show that it is. But we are also tracking breaking news, so we'll have to play it by ear. For one, in the next half hour or so, former President Trump is expected to turn himself in, facing more than a dozen felony charges, including racketeering and conspiracy for his alleged efforts to overturn results in the 2020 presidential election in Georgia. The former president denies the allegations, claiming this and the 3 other indictments in separate cases are all politically motivated. Once inside, the former president will be read his rights, have his fingerprints taken, and he'll likely stand for a mugshot. Once he posts the $200,000 bond, he will be free to leave. Again, that's expected to happen within the next hour or so. We will keep you posted. On a local level, one person was taken to the hospital by helicopter this morning after their pickup was hit by a train. Spokane Valley Fire Department says at around 11 o'clock this morning, they rushed to North Linden Road, where the pickup truck had been hit by that train. First responders managed to get the driver out, blocked traffic to secure the scene, and immediately started first aid. They say the driver did have life-threatening injuries, and the last we heard, they were life-flighted away from the scene, still alive. We'll keep you updated on their condition throughout the night. Well, some improvement today on the fire lines in eastern Washington. Morgan Ashley joins us now. Morgan, there are almost 1,000 fire crews on the Elk fire now.
Yeah, Corey, 975, in fact, firefighters working on the Oregon fire up in Elk right now. There's also been a jump in containment now to 11%, and the fire stands at just over 11,000 acres. This is a look at the newest map showing the fire perimeter today. Crews are focusing directly on attacking the fire, protecting structures, and then making progress on the lines around it. There's now actually a dedicated structure protection group who will assess damage, of course, protect and then gather data. Evacuations have not changed in the last day. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. We also heard from the superintendent of Riverside Schools. The start of the school year was scheduled for August 30th. It's now been moved to Wednesday, September 6th. The fire burning in Medical Lake, the Gray fire, is now 58% contained. That was revealed at last night's community meeting. It's holding steady at just over 10,000 acres, and there is a team of just over 600 firefighters on this one. Today, crews are focused on mop-up and securing the fire perimeters. They continue to assess properties that have been destroyed. Evacuations for this fire have also not changed in the last 24 hours or so. By the way, tomorrow, a disaster assistance center is going to be opening up for victims of both fires. This will be at Spokane Falls Community College in the main room of Building 9. They'll be there starting at noon to answer any questions about where to go from here. Corey, back to you.
Thanks, Morgan. And for those who aren't sure what evacuation levels they are under, Spokane County Fire District 3 has created an interactive evacuation map. It does allow users to type in their address to learn the current evacuation status for their home. This is for both the Medical Lake fire and the Elk fire. You can scan that QR code on your screen to access that map. And dozens of families have lost their homes in the Oregon Road fire, but the destruction the fire has caused has not crushed the residents' spirits. Banding together, helping each other during these difficult times. Our Dimitri Maragos spoke to one Elk business owner who knew she needed to help out any way she could.
Yeah, good evening, Corey. Dozens of people have jumped in literally on the fire lines to help suppress the fire of their neighbors, giving donations, which just goes to show how special and tight-knit of a community Elk really is. I spoke to one business owner. Let's take a look. So Brenda Korn, the owner of Bubba's Brew Crew. Korn has lived in Elk for close to 2 decades and says this community is unlike any other, which is why she said as soon as the fire started, she knew she wanted to help the best way she knew how.
I can't go cut lines or fight fires, but I can make some good coffee and warm some bellies.
Korn says the free coffee doesn't just apply to first responders, but also evacuees. The impact is pretty remarkable. She served over 400 cups of coffee since the fires first started. Now, they also are collecting monetary donations. They've collected over $1,000, and the owner just told me that people are being incredibly generous here in Elk. One lady bought a $6 coffee and left a $50 bill to the fund, and that money will be going directly to the North County Pantry here in Elk. Live in Elk, I'm Jamicha Maragos, Nonstop Local.
Great story there. Thank you very much, Deb. And you know, every fire season, brave men and women suit up. They risk everything to protect us and our neighborhoods.
Yeah, just take a look at one firefighter's gear badly burned by one deadly fire in our area. A few viewers asked, how can we in turn help our firefighters?
Well, Nonstop Local's Melinda Lee met with one firefighter who credits one specific foundation for helping him through the unimaginable.
I had third-degree burns all over my face. My fingertips were amputated, and most of my body is completely burned.
Daniel Lyon's story highlights the risks and sacrifices our firefighters make when they choose to suit up.
We were trying to save these houses from essentially burning down.
Daniel was working on the deadly wildfire near Twisp River in 2015 when scorching flames engulfed him, burning 70% of his body.
I spent 3 months in the hospital. I was in a coma for about a month, and when I came out of that coma, my parents said that there was this foundation there that was the Wildland Firefighter Foundation. They came and visited me and said that they would help me with really anything that I needed during my time of recovery.
Because during that time of recovery, Daniel was overwhelmed with bills continuing to pile up.
Absolutely insane. I have to date well over $1 million in medical bills. When I think back to the days of when I was just scared, not knowing what the future was, this foundation was always there for me.
Burke Minor says supporting firefighters like Daniel is why his family founded the Wildland Firefighter Foundation.
We're now years out of Daniel's incident, and he still brings tears to my eyes. What a trooper and a champ. Daniel's got wounds that you can see. He also has wounds that you cannot see. And so does many other firefighters.
The WFF director says last year alone, the foundation was able to distribute more than $750,000 to more than 800 families across our region. Because brave firefighters like Daniel shouldn't worry if they can afford needs like surgery or counseling after their time on the front lines of wildfires.
When the fires are going and the smoke's in the air, and just like you're seeing in Spokane right now, that leaves a legacy on these men and women that are out there doing that. They're seeing Mother Nature at its worst. It's a brotherhood strung across the world, and there's no reason we shouldn't be taking care of them.
95% of the reason that I'm here today and being able to live a normal life again and ever recovered as well as I have is because of that very foundation.
Don't you just love that positive message? And Corey, the Wildland Firefighter Foundation director, says their support isn't just for injuries that occurred during a fire. In fact, Burke said that cancers related to firefighting, car wrecks, and suicides are among the reasons they reach out to families with assistance. And if you'd like to reach out to those families, we'll be including how you can join those WFF efforts to support local firefighters on our website. Corey and Leslie.
Melinda Lee, thank you very much. What a great story.
It was a great story. I actually remember when all of that happened in Daniel's story. So it's so good to see how well he's doing now. And I just love, they are a band of brothers and sisters. They take care of each other.
Heroes.
Yeah,
every single one.
They really are.
And all the first responders. When I was out there earlier this week, I spoke with Sheriff John Knowles, and he's like, I had deputies that the front of their cars are burned right now because they were that close to the flames trying to get people out. Of course, all the power companies out there working to restore. everyone.
Yeah,
Heroes.
Our air support. I know Medical Lake actually sent air support in to rescue people. Yeah, so scary situations, and they go right down the middle of it to make sure we're taken care of. So thank you.
And weather-wise, at least, it seems like, I don't know, Leslie, you're the expert. It seems like it's good weather for the firefighters out there.
It feels calm,
yeah.
right? It feels calm today, and we will all take that.